right, ladies and gents, we are at Avante Garde. Definitely hands down the best interior shop I've ever been to, number one. Number two, yeah, definitely the best interior shop I've ever been to, period. We're here with the 59 that we're building for really good client and friend of ours, going over some of the changes and some of the things that we ran into but didn't run into kind of in the CAD situation. So I'm gonna walk you guys through, show you some of the crazy things that we came up with this one, along with, of course, Jeremy and his team here at Avante Garde. Kind of show you the progress on the car itself, and I think you guys should be able to see the final idea in the project. Yeah, I'm excited to show it to you, and let's get to it. All right, so here is a lot of our structural interior pieces. This is a 59 Caddy limo that we have. LT4 power. This thing's just as pro touring and as resto mod as you can pretty much get, but customer wanted an interior that made it feel like his original badass Mercedes, you know, 680 or 560 Maybach. So we kind of implemented a lot of the Mercedes styling into the design in the CAD, which I may be able to send you over some of that stuff to implement it into the video. But up front, we got our refrigerator for the driver. Then from there, we tried to run a Mercedes style front seat, but because of our partition wall that we're putting into, we ran into a big issue with the bulkiness of that front seat, which we'll show you. So we're probably gonna go with a cut down slimmed Recaro up front matching. All of these have been tied, bracketed, gusseted, trussed. I mean, this thing is, there's nowhere that you're going that this is gonna be a problem. From here, we're gonna go to the dash, which we're gonna run a factory style dash. It's just gonna be restyled, you know, factory look, but it's definitely gonna have some implementations with a 10-inch monitor screen that's gonna come out here, cup holders, you know, Restomod AC. Thank you, Restomod, for hooking us up with this project. Still run the factory style Dakota Digital, but from the partition forward is gonna be black. We're gonna run the factory type bow headliner in here, add some, you know, LED-ish stuff, but you know, when you look into this car, it's gonna look a little sporty, but still factory authentic-y kind of, you know, situation for the driver to be able to drive the family around. So this big old monster partition here is gonna divide the driver from the family. We had to get the factory Mercedes Maybach refrigerator that goes into the back seat. And then this one, unfortunately, will not be removable, only because of the fact that we're gonna have to tunnel in behind the seat on the over tray. So this is, it's gonna be in there and it's never going anywhere. This is some of the interior that we're gonna be using that we had sent over. Of course, we're gonna change the combination of color. I know Lee is probably gonna say, yeah, let's go ahead and just do it in red to speed it up, but no, we're gonna go with the original, the way you wanted it. And that's how we're gonna be done. We have side panels, we have switches, we have control modules. You know, we're gonna zoom forward real quick and I'll show you over here. So these were the factory seats that we were gonna use, but unfortunately they're just too bulky and it cuts away, if you look in there, at how much room we physically have behind the seat. So we're gaining, by using the Recaro type, you know, a solid 6 inches of leg room. I mean, I can fit in there no problem. It's a little tight, but anybody else on a moderately sized person, you can fit no problem. And then we have everything from your quick eject, your power inverters, or inverter, different styles of cup holders that we're gonna be running that we really just don't know what's gonna work and what's gonna fit. This is for the AC style cup holders as well, which is gonna be super cool. We have some car wall lamps. So these are actually gonna go up, and then you're gonna see some cool little designs that are inside of this. And then they actually have a trim light here. So this is gonna be like an entry light, which are gonna be super, super cool. What else we got here? This is gonna be cool. This is really gonna blow them off pretty good here. Now this is going to be our umbrella, which is going to slide in right next to the seat. So when your exit and entry, you're going to be able to have your umbrellas, because where these vehicles are going, it is going to be wet. So that's another thing that we're doing. We have our handles. Look at this bad boy. Mercedes style. And that's going to be up when you go in to get in and out of the car. And you'll have your light. Another interior handle for the front. Sorry, cool guy. That's all you get, no lights on the front. Because again, we don't really want the front of that car to look, we want it to look not inconspicuous, but you know, different, to where it doesn't look as crazy. I mean, even down to the door handles, two different types. We don't know if the locking mechanisms are going to work, but I'm sure Jeremy's going to figure that out. This is for our battery and inverter display. It's telling us everything that the car is doing, what it needs to do, what it doesn't need to do. Intercoms, star lights. I mean, we got a ton of stuff here, so we still got a long ways to go in the car, and hopefully the sooner the better, but never really know until they get step by step with this, because it is the first one. So again, let's move back off into the interior and we can wrap up on the parts from there. So welcome to the jewelry box of this bad boy. Typically we call under the hood the jewelry box, but in this case we're making the back seat of this 59 monster caddy into the jewelry box. So again, teaming up with somebody as knowledgeable as Avante Garde is probably the only way that this was going to happen. We wanted to do the Maybach interior and implement it into this vehicle. Now, you're going to have your partition wall. Listen, if I sit up here, my feet don't hit anything. I am just under 6'1", I'd say 6'1", and I have plenty of room for anything that I need to do. You know, you're going to have your refrigerator through here. This seat will fully recline and then also come back up. Say hi to Mike, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
And I actually fit. You know, you're gonna have wireless charging, USB ports, you name it. This thing will basically act as a factory mimic to any modern day Maybach out there. They wanted something like an office on wheels. They wanted it to be homey and comfortable. You know, we're adding in these really nice Mercedes style, like front dash on the Maybachs. They have these beautiful AC vents. Well, Jeremy came up with the idea of turning them sideways, so you're getting blasted with AC here. Because it's, again, you're making an older vehicle into a more modern vehicle, but in this car originally, it had these paper thin ducts that came up through here and you got blasted. It was literally like getting blown on. Like, whew, that's all you're gonna get out of this thing. And we needed to make it to where this can be withstanded in 100 to 110 degree heat and, you know, withstand any kind of weather. So we want to make sure that we were good with any of the aspects for that. I mean, this bad boy is supposed to go back down, so maybe it's not wanting to now. I think I just broke it. No, I think we're good. There we go. That goes like that. Okay. I think I might have broke it, so we gotta tell Jeremy that. So the partition's gonna be able to come down. You know, I'm a lot taller than any of the family members, so this is actually gonna be fit and finish perfect for them. You're gonna have a couple things that are on the floor that are going to be used for emergency purposes only. I'm sure you guys can get the drift of what those little ejecto-ceto button kind of things are going to be. So we'll leave that at that. But other than that, I mean, I think that we are probably changing the game when it comes to resto mods, because I've never seen anybody do this, and I'm really hoping that we can continue to build these for clients that, you know, want to work together with us on building these kind of cars, because this is 100% one-off. This is something that, you know, as a builder, we're trying to set the tone for another type. I mean, you're gonna have your Camaros and your Corvettes and, you know, your pickup trucks and all that, but who's to say they got a Resto Mod Caddy from the 50s with a full Maybach interior in it, you know, and actually have been able to be part of this build. I mean, even up to the headliner, which I'm sure you'll cut off the cat now, but even up to the headliner, you know, with all the LED lighting and paneling and mirrors, and I mean, it's definitely going to be one absolutely beautiful car when it is completed. And, you know, kind of roughed over the paint and got this thing painted pretty quickly because we wanted to get it done. So there's a couple little things that it's coming back to us to get touched up on. I think they want us to actually seal in that back window completely. So we're gonna have to pull the glass back out of this. We have to reseal the car anyway, and then it'll come back up for final. We were really hoping to make SEMA with this project. I don't think we're going to be able to because of manpower and how much time this is actually taking, because it is the first one. You know, we do have 4 of these in line to do. 4, wow. So we have 4 of these in line to do, and we're really hoping that we can continue building cars for this family and make, you know, people's dreams come true when it comes to vehicles like this, because this is definitely something that, you know, we want to continue on doing. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Christian, thank you for coming up. Where's CJ? Let's get him in here.
Here, say hi.
Hi.
I don't know if everybody knows CJ, by the way, but this is the new the boss of the shop. So
Hi.
what do you think about this thing?
I think it's very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I like it a lot.
Are you shy?
No. I mean, if you really want my honest opinion, it's a really nice car. It's gonna be the sickest one out when it's done.
I agree. I think it is, and I'm really pumped for it.
I think if Lee needs a driver to let me know, and we can make some things happen. Hello.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate the views. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on all these videos. And anything else that you guys want to see, we'd really appreciate hearing from you guys. Pass it on, share the shit out of it. Thank you guys.